some of you at the table will understand the phrase running and gunning, right? Meaning, you know, they're after the warrants, they're chasing folks, they're doing this, that, they're doing other things like that, all the high profile stuff at that moment. So this year, we recognize Trey, not for those things. I mean, he does those things, but those are incident to incident, right? Those are, you know, moment to moment. What Trey does and what he's being recognized for, or what you guys are recognizing him for, is his commitment to community policing. His connection to the community at only being a year and a half officer is amazing. I was just sitting here listening to, and I don't know if any of you heard the conversation about the grandchildren. How many people live in Raymore here? I would venture to say Trey knows something about all of you. It is very interesting, his community connection as a year and a half officer. It usually takes several years for an officer coming out of the academy to build the type of relationships that Trey has. And those relationships, you know, I know several of you have heard the term community policing. You know, and historically, some of the core principles of community policing is problem solving, proactive approach, accountability, and you typically see those things through Neighborhood Watch, SRO, Citizens Academy, but it's much, much greater than that. It is the day-to-day, shift-to-shift communications with the community and that partnership with the community that really helps us solve crimes through the entire year, not moment to moment. I'll give you another example that, you know, Trey's philosophy at his young age is similar to mine. I've been a community policing officer, and really that's the backbone of any good police officer anyway. It goes back forever. And it's interesting, we were almost side by side at the fireworks Spirit of America event in Raymore the other evening. And he had his group of folks that were coming up, community members that he was talking to. And then I, not too far away, had the mothers and the fathers of those same people coming up and having the same conversations with me. Interesting enough, how these relationships come into play is simply this. When you have a runaway, a teenage runaway, if they're gone more than 24 hours, if they're running, they're mobile, it takes us a lot of man hours and woman hours. It takes us a lot of hours to track these people down. We recently spent probably 72 hours, probably a total of 4 detectives, a commander, and several patrol officers trying to track this one runaway down. Well, just so happens the other day, and Trey doesn't know I was listening to his conversation while I was talking to my folks, but some of his conversations with one of those individuals at the fireworks helped us find her when she ran away again. So just a few days later, right? It was so we didn't spend 72 additional hours, and those things are important. Even though that's just one of many examples of anybody that knows me, you all have heard me. You know I'm part of the youth court. You know all my connections with the community and how important I believe our relationship with you all are. And so I think that not the running and gunning. Those get things done, but it's the entire day-to-day, year-in, year-out relationships with you all that have the eyes on our community, that tell us what's going on, and that trust, the trust that you have in our department and Trey to get out there. You know, Trey has, I couldn't tell you, I'm everywhere, and I'll have people come up to me at restaurants and go, you know, you have the best officer. He comes by and he talks to the kids, he talks to my neighbors. And those kinds of things are what solve our cases, our real big cases. Those are important. The run and gun is important, but it doesn't compare to the real investment that we make within the community, like Trey's doing, even at his young, inexperienced time. So I thank you for your time. I thank you for doing what you do, and everybody else at the PD does as well. And I thank the Optimist Club for recognizing him for his efforts.
Thanks, Chief.
Collection of name tags. I have none anymore because I keep having to give them to him.
Family, personal life?
No, but you're so active. I see you out there, you'll play with kids on the basketball